In this video, I'll be doing a full character guide on my main in FragPunk, Nitro. Nitro is a mechanic character. She's good at defense and good at trap placement, and she's actually one of the best lancers in the game if you know how to use her right. She has a lot of really crazy things that you can do with her kit, but first let's talk about what her kit actually is. Before we get into her kit, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. We'll be doing a lot of FragPunk content in the near future, so you do not want to miss out on any of that. Now let's get on to her kit. So her first ability, she has Chug Chug, which is this robot drone, which it has rockets that she can shoot at enemies. It does 20 damage a hit. Enemies have 150 HP, so she'll have to hit the enemies a lot to be able to actually get the kills. So it's not the best to use Chug Chug to get kills. What Chug Chug is best for is getting rid of traps. So if you're going against another Nitro on the other team, she has these things called Pew Pews, which are like turrets. So it'd be good to use Chug Chug to destroy these turrets by shooting at them, for example. Well, obviously I can't destroy my own. Nitro's signature ability is these little drones, which are called Pew Pews. They have a big radius, and what they do is they just shoot at the enemies, and they're really good, especially if they stack on top of each other. They do 10 damage a tick if they're stacked. If they're just single hitting a target, they only do 5 damage, but they're really good for defending a point because they also expose where enemies are at. And then Chug Chug can also just be used as like a camera if you want to just watch around corners. I can view around that whole entire corner just with Chug Chug being right here, even if I'm just sitting all the way on the opposite side of the thing over here. It's good to have Chug Chug to watch a different angle for you. Chug Chug can also jump to get to different places. The longer you hold down the jump button, the higher Chug Chug will jump. So there is a high jump and there is a tap jump. So tap jump, I don't even think a tap jump will get me up here, but then if I hold it down, I'll easily be able to get up here. And Chug Chug jumps will charge, and she can get up to 5 jumps allowed. And Chug Chug has 150 HP as well. And Chug Chug has 10 bullets, and these 10 bullets do not recharge in game, but since we're in the shooting range, they're recharging. And Nitro's other ability is her walls, which this is the most important part of her kit. She can use these walls to get behind cover, make her own kind of cover. But another thing these walls can be used for is to get into places she's not really supposed to get to. There's a lot of spots on different maps that allow for these walls to get Nitro into different places, and I'll show you guys some of those here in a second. And normally in game, these walls have a 10-second cooldown, so you cannot just stack them on top of each other quick. You'll just be able to place one, and then you have to wait a little while before you can place the next one. If you're wanting to get into Chug Chug, it's also good to use these walls if you want to get around a corner, get behind your cover, and then you can go onto your Chug Chug and no enemies will be able to see you, at least from this side of the wall, of course. Now let's get into some of the maps, and I'm going to show you guys a few of Nitro's really good spots and how to set up some points with her Pew Pews. I'm going to show you guys some of the most common places for Nitro walls. So if we come here on the Aket map, we should be able to get up here, and then you can throw a wall, I think like right around here. You can use this wall, and you can have an angle up there for above that wall, or you can also just hit enemies that are right here in mid. But if you're defending on this map, then there's a lot more places for you to put your walls. So like right here, you can put your wall on these boxes, and then it allows you to have the angle. You can shoot down there. Enemies can come from the doorway over there, or you can even shoot where the other Nitro would be on that wall. And then another spot is over here at this B-bomb site, which is a very common place. A lot of people do this anyway, but just so you know, you can put a wall right here, and it allows for you to look down there or over there. And then if we come over to this A-bomb site, put a wall right here. And then you have a slight angle right here. You might be able to see enemies' heads. You should be able to get a slight peek of their heads right here. And you have a lineup right there. But whenever you do this wall spot right here, you want to watch out for over there in your spawn, because enemies can go through there from mid, and they will get you from the side. So you do got to watch out for that. I would not stay in this spot for long. Just use it for a short amount of time if you are going to use that spot. And another wall spot is right over here in the corner. This is a very common one, which allows for you to get enemies as they go through the doorway, which is a really good spot. Now, when it comes to the Pew Pews, it's nice just to get them above the doorways. So as soon as enemies walk in, it'll be the first thing that hits them. And the enemies will either have to look up and shoot the Pew Pews, but you can be sitting over here and you'll be able to get them. And then you can do the same for over here. You just throw a Pew Pew over here near the ground. So if enemies come from the spawn, then they'll be getting shot from the Pew Pews first thing, and it'll expose where they are. Now I'm going to show you guys more wall setups and pew pew setups on one more map. So on this map, Tundra, there's only one really good spot that I know of for the Nitro walls, and that's this window right here. If you throw your wall right on here, then you gotta wait for the cooldown on your other one. But it's also good to use Chug Chug to watch around this corner. You can clear this corner for you, and you can see if there's enemies there or not. But now that I have the other wall, you can get up here, throw your other wall down, and now you have an angle for that doorway. That can become a doorway too. And you can even see in their spawn. This is a really good wall spot. It's best to have a wall sideways like this, and then the other wall on top going the other way, just so you can climb up. Because if you stack the two on top of each other in the same direction, you will not be able to climb up onto them again. And when you're setting up pew pews on this point, it's nice to put one right up here so that it will get enemies that are coming on the stairs. And then you can put another one right here so that it will get enemies no matter which door side they come on. And then you can once again use Chug Chug to watch a corner. Chug Chug can watch over here and watch that long way, or Chug Chug can even come over here and watch your spawn, or you can even use them to come over here and watch mid for you as well. Now if you're wanting to set up this point over here, you can just throw pew pew right here on this door, so it'll get enemies that go through there, or you can put a pew pew right over here. You can throw them up there, so it'll get enemies that come right here, and the pew pew will not be destroyable from over in mid because the enemies will not have an angle on it. That's all for this Nitro guide. Let me know what you think of Nitro in the comments down below, and if you found this video helpful, let me know as well by leaving a like and subscribing, as I'll be posting a lot of FragPunk content in the near future. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.